May you find happiness and peace, and may your home stand the test of time.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary. Today I'll be reacting to Charlie and Candace debunk white privilege. So without further ado, let's get started.
I'll start off with my credentials since apparently they matter.
Oh, they definitely don't matter.
I'm an 8-year military veteran. I'm a college student. I'm a black woman, and I believe that white privilege fucking exists. So we're gonna start with that.
Wow.
Thank you for your service.
And the reason why white privilege exists is because you guys refuse to acknowledge the history that put people in this position. You want to tell me that white privilege doesn't exist when white people had a fucking upper hand for 250 years to develop generational wealth, and that black people didn't get the right to fucking vote until the 60s, and you're going to tell me that white privilege doesn't exist?
So,
that sounds like it
first of
exists
all,
because you guys got the upper hand.
What's funny about that is blacks we're doing better during
Why
that
do we
time.
always call people
No,
blacks?
because you
did.
black.
Can we just be black people? Can we just be like African Americans or something? Why are we
The
just
black
blacks?
community? How would you like it said? What makes you feel better on the inside?
Really, anything else other than what you're saying?
Tell me. I'll say how you want
Anything
it.
else
I'll package
other
it how you need it. Tell me what makes you feel
Literally anything else other than what you're saying.
Okay,
But please
anything
finish
else?
your point.
Why is that anything else, right? In the Jim Crow era, blacks were doing better. Economically, we're outpacing whites under the Jim Crow era than we were doing.
Let's
than we are
see.
doing.
It
I'm not
probably
done,
has
than
to
we are
do
doing
with the
today
fact that
after
we had our own
$22 trillion
communities
of government
before the
handouts.
fucking KKK came and burned them down.
The KKK were Democrats, but give me a second. So after $22 trillion of government handouts and a black president
After how many
for
years of
8 years,
slavery
the black
and
community is
44
worse off
white
today than we
presidents,
were in the Jim
44
Crow era. How
white
is
male
that possible?
presidents,
Oh, I know,
97%
because they sold you
white
your
male
oppression and you
Congress.
bought it. So you're actually the reason why people like us can't do well, because they've sold you our oppression and you bought it. Blacks were doing better under the Jim Crow era.
If you acknowledge the oppression of other people, we can heal from it.
No, we
but
can't.
if you want
No,
to
we
ignore
can't.
it, we
We
won't
can't.
have anything happen.
That's not how this works. Dialogue and acknowledging things doesn't make us suddenly rich.
So there's a question I do want to ask, which I can't seem to get an answer. What can she not do in America that a white person can do? What opportunity? You served in the military. You've made good choices. You're getting rewarded for them. You're going to live in the American middle class. What privilege do I have that you don't have that is based on skin color, not on wealth or socioeconomic status? Please.
The fact that you are sitting here with like little to no education trying to talk to people about white privilege is white privilege.
Tell me one thing I said that's wrong, and don't use an argument from authority. Make a good argument.
I have a degree.
Don't
I'm
cite
arguing
your
from
credentials.
authority
I
because
have a
I'm telling
degree.
you my life experience.
That's not your life experience.
Name
That's
one,
a degree.
Really? I'm sorry. Did you live my
thing-
life?
That means nothing.
Did you live my life?
That means that's a
Name one
degree.
thing
You're not smarter than
that
him
you
because you have a
can't do
degree. Just so you know
that
That's
I
a fallacy.
can do.
That's a fallacy.
Name one thing that you can't do that I can do.
I
Love
don't
this.
know. I can't make a whole fucking dollar.
What? You can't? Why?
What?
Oh my God.
You're trying to tell me in the military women aren't paid the same as men for equal work?
In the military, up until 2 years ago, women weren't even allowed to do most of the jobs that men
Answer the
can
question.
do.
You just said you couldn't make a dollar. You said you could not make a dollar. You served in the military, which
Not
is
to mention that people in the military actually get paid a bullshit wage, but we're not going to
All
talk
right,
about
so
that.
now we're moving
Yeah,
over
let's
to
talk
now
about.
we're moving
That
over
is
to-
no-
Let's
nothing
talk
to do
about
with
for a
skin
second
color.
that you want to say that
What-
everyone in the military
what can I not
paid a
do?
shitty
It's a
wage,
feminist
so
lie,
that makes it
radical
right.
feminist lie, and they also sell. There's so many different ways they sell you your oppression, and she has purchased all of them today. So
That's
right
true.
Now we are on sexism, right? So she's saying that I can't make a full dollar. Yes, you can. If women stop going in,
I bet
to-
he got
I'm not
paid
done
more to be
speaking.
here than
I'm
you
not done
did.
Speaking, okay. If women stop going into career fields like fashion and Vogue and journalism,
psychology.
and we start going into fields like
Engineering.
engineering
Business.
and hard academics,
Finance.
we will make the exact same money that
If
men
not
make.
more.
The wage gap is a myth and
a
a
myth.
lie. It's a myth
Amen.
and a lie, okay?
Can I say?
It's actually a myth and a lie. I understand that you need to be oppressed, but you have just heard from 2 black people that haven't purchased their oppression from the Democrat Party. Respect that.
And what frustrates me is you served our country, which
That's
deserves
true.
to be applauded. And you have lived a life of a victor, and you have the gumption to tell me you're a victim without evidence. You were not able to cite one thing that you cannot do that I can do. If you make good choices, you will get those choices rewarded. And you brought zero evidence except an argument from an authority and an insult to my lack of a college degree, of which I am so proud of, because I'm not indoctrinated because I didn't go to college. Thank you very much. For the next person.
I love this. Guys, that lady is extremely rude because you are she's actually benefiting. She actually have this black privilege because for you to be in a country whereby is majority okay, for you to be in a country where majority of the citizens are white and you have privilege to serve that country, serve in their military, it shows that that country have trust for you, because I don't think anybody would, or any white man would decide to leave his country, come to Africa and say he wants to become an African, let's say military man. It's going to take a whole lot of investigation, a whole lot of one-sided eye, to really observe if you are there to serve in the military or you're there to spy on them. For them to allow you, to even serve in their military shows how they trust you, and how low white privilege is, because they believe we are all human. If a white man can do it, a black man can also do it, and that is why they accepted you. I think a friend of mine traveled to US, I think a couple of years ago, and he is in their military. We graduated together. I was super proud of him, and I was proud of the system out there, because they allowed someone that is not even born there, just because you decided to migrate there and you decided to be in their military, they give you that privilege. I, as a Nigerian, I can't be a military man in Ghana. I'm currently in Ghana, but I can't be a military man in Ghana simply because I'm not a Ghanaian. And in their rules, they are not allowed, to have a foreigner in their military. And we are all blacks, they are black and black, but I can't be in their military. It shows that, it shows how little we see ourselves. But for you to be in a country whereby you are being allowed to be in their, their military, it shows they are giving you a privilege to hold weapon. I just feel like she don't know what she got. Even if it's there for 8 years, I don't care. Even if it's a day, I still don't care. But seriously, you have the privilege of even serving, and you were paid for it. And I think after your service, you will still continue receiving money because you've once served the country. So I don't know why she's so pained, because if a country can welcome you in and give you that privilege, I think you owe them a lot. That is the truth. That is my own opinion, because I'm currently in Ghana, and I don't want anything bad to happen to this country, because this is a country that is sheltering me. So if I'm able to have that mindset, to be able to defend this country, even if it's not my original country, it shows you can do the same. Because anyway, this is really, really annoying. I feel pain, and I think Candy is trying to let you know that you are black, but that does not mean you should be limited by what happened back then. Yes, I know back then we were enslaved. Yeah, I've been to the castle, I've been to where our forefathers were held captive, but that is back then. That was what was invoked. That was what was happening back then, and now people are moving away from that. Things are changing. You don't hold me responsible for the sin of my grandfather. To me, I feel it's not fair, because I never committed those sins. So the white folks you're holding responsible now, they never committed those sins, and now they're allowing you to be part of their military. I just feel she does not deserve that opportunity. I feel that opportunity would have been given to someone that would have appreciated it. You can't leave your country and decide to serve in another country and still insist that white privilege exists. Nah. This is extremely painful and disappointing. And now you are accusing, you're making, what's it called, Charlie feel like because he did not, go to the university, or he does not have a degree, that it means he's benefiting from white privilege. Anyway, I've seen a whole lot of people that have made it in life even without a college degree. You see, in my country, I've seen a whole lot. You see, that I've employed people with PhD, masters, to come and work for them without a college degree. To me, I feel your degree is a piece of paper. Even if, yes, I know I have one, but it's a piece of paper, because if you don't have a job, that degree is nonsense. Or if you decide to work in a field that does not require that degree, to me, I feel the degree is nonsense. So the fact that Charlie is trying to let you know that white privilege does not exist is not something he will need a degree for. He just need to read. He need to listen to people. He need to, understand. He need to, watch what is happening in the society and see what is really happening. what like based if I'm outside the shell of the United States, but at least I know that my friends that are out there, by people that I know that are out there, they are benefiting, they are really enjoying. If that place is not conducive, I don't see any reason why people here in Africa will want to sell their houses, sell their land, sell their cars just to travel there. It shows that they are welcoming, no matter your skin tone, no matter your color. That is why we are all looking for opportunity to travel there, to work there. Because we know that when we come back here, we will be rich, we will have something for ourselves. But why then do you say black privilege exists? If it really exists, they would have prevented you from going there. Because they know that you are there to help yourself. That is why they are welcoming you in. If you decide to stay in my house, for example, and you are not contributing anything to your stay in my house, I would ask you to leave. So the fact that you decide to go to the United States and you're working there, it shows you're adding to their economy. You guys are benefiting from each other. The country is benefiting from you, and you're benefiting from the country. And that is what, that is how life is supposed to be. You're not supposed to be there and take from them simply because of the sin or what they did to your grandfather. No, you need to even work for it. Even people that came here to enslave our grandfather, they did not travel for free. Everything they paid for their travel, when they came here, they built castle that required them to, they paid for it, they paid for labor. Even if I know they use some of their slaves to do that, but at least they feed themselves. Whatever they do, it was business as at then. And that is the same thing you are doing outside. You are leaving your country, going outside to Europe, going outside to, the United States to get something for yourself. So what is the difference? The thing is, they sold us. That was the trend back then. But right now, we are going there to look for, white collar job, look for other kind of job just to help ourselves. It's the same thing, guys. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. If it is the first time visiting the channel, click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and remember this.